Wow. Speaking of seeing some things, you two can go, farters. Go. Come on. Get both you. Gross? Dude, that is gnarly. You guys, pew.
I don't smell it yet.
It's so bad. Did you get it yet?
I got a little bit because you blew it at me.
Use your nose, woman. Fuck you.
I don't want to use my nose.
I can't be the only one basking in this joy.
Hey everybody, welcome in. Today is January 9th. We are in the second week of January, the crossing. Today's theme is all about the road. So we are still looking at the inner shadow work, the soul myths. We are looking at the seeker crossing the veil, walking into brand new becomings. If you've been with us so far, you know that this is real life experience, real world. We're actually taking these stories and utilizing them in our day-to-day, as well as the healing and the lessons that they have. So for today, January 9th, we are focusing on the road. The theme of today is that the journey begins. So our journey is literally beginning today. And our four stories come from Indian, Maori, Arab, and Navajo stories and cultures. So enjoy those four stories today. Before we begin, I want to take a moment to honor the cultures behind the stories we are about to explore. The tales shared here come from many peoples, lands, and traditions. I do not change these stories to fit modern expectations or to align with today's social standards. Instead, I present them as they were told, sometimes beautiful, sometimes harsh, sometimes challenging. We are not here to judge the past, but to understand it, to listen, to learn, and to honor the ancestors who carried these stories forward. We also share stories from various religious traditions. These are presented in their historical and spiritual context, with respect for their beliefs that they represent. Every culture deserves respect, context, and acknowledgement, and this space is dedicated to doing exactly that. Story 1. Siddhartha's Walk. Before he was called the Buddha, he was known as Siddhartha Gautama. He was born into comfort so complete that suffering was kept from his sight. His father, a king, ensured that sickness, age, and death never crossed the palace gates. The world Siddhartha knew was orderly, beautiful, and enclosed. But peace built on avoidance is fragile. When Siddhartha finally stepped beyond the palace walls, he encountered what tradition remembers as the four sights: an old man, a sick man, a corpse, and a wandering ascetic. Each sight struck him like a bell rung inside the chest. The first three revealed the truth he could not escape. All life moves toward decay and death. The fourth offered something different. The ascetic walked with nothing, owned nothing, yet carried a strange calm. He was not fleeing suffering, he was moving through it. That night, Siddhartha did not argue with his fear. He walked. He left behind his silk robes, his jeweled sandals, his wife, his newborn son. He cut his hair and exchanged his clothes for the rough garments of a seeker. This leaving was not an act of rejection, but of necessity. He could not learn the truth while standing still inside comfort. The road became his teacher. He walked through forests and villages, across rivers and fields, learning hunger, weather, fatigue. He studied with teachers, practiced severe austerities, starved his body nearly to death, and discovered that extremes do not bring clarity. Still, he did not stop walking. Movement itself was the lesson. With each step, Siddhartha learned that insight does not descend upon the stationary. It arises when the body participates in the search. The rhythm of walking steadied the mind. The road stripped away illusion. Thought loosened. Awareness sharpened. Eventually, Siddhartha sat beneath the Bodhi tree, but even that stillness was earned through motion. His awakening was not the beginning of the journey. It was the fruit of it. In Buddhist tradition, the walk is not merely travel. It is transformation enacted through movement. To walk is to admit that where you are is not where you must remain. Siddhartha did not find healing by staying. He found it by going. Story 2. Hine Nui Tepo's Path. Before there was an underworld, there was a journey. Before there was death as a destination, there was movement. In Māori cosmology, Hine Nui Tepo did not begin as the goddess of death. She began as Hine Ahu Ohne, the first woman shaped from earth and breath. She was born into light. Her father was Tane Mahuta, god of forest and life, who separated sky from earth so that the world could breathe. He raised Hine with care, shelter, and reverence. She grew in a world newly opened, where trees stretched upward and rivers learned their paths. But knowledge travels faster than comfort. When Hine discovered that Tane was not only her father, but also her husband, the truth shattered the world she knew. This was not a moment of anger. It was a moment of unbearable clarity. Hine did not scream. She did not curse the land. She did not destroy what had been given to her. She walked away. Her departure was not an escape. It was a crossing. She moved downward, away from the world of light, choosing separation rather than remaining in a place that could no longer hold her with dignity. Her path led her into Rarohenga, the realm beneath the earth. With every step, she transformed. The woman of beginnings became the guardian of endings. Hine Ahu One became Hine Nui Tepo, great woman of the night. This was not punishment. It was responsibility. In Māori belief, death is not an erasure, but a pasture. Someone must stand at the threshold. Someone must receive those who walk their final road. Hine Nui Tepo took this role upon herself so that others would not face the dark alone. Her journey teaches that some paths are chosen not for healing, but for balance. The road does not always lead upward. Sometimes it descends so the world above can continue. Hine Nui Tepo does not chase the living. She waits. She stands at the end of the road each soul must walk, ensuring that the transition is held, watched, remembered. In this story, motion is not about escape or ambition. It is about integrity. When the truth changed who she could be, Hine did not freeze. She moved. And in moving, she reshaped the cosmos. Story 3. Sinbad's Voyage. Sinbad did not set out to find wisdom. He set out because stillness began to rot him. In the oldest tellings from the Arab world, preserved in oral tradition and later gathered into 1001 Nights, Sinbad the sailor is already wealthy when his journey begins. He lives comfortably in Baghdad, surrounded by abundance, servants, and ease. But ease, unchecked, dulls the spirit. Sinbad feels at first as restlessness, then as dissatisfaction, then as a quiet decay he cannot name. Though his house is full, his soul feels closed in. He begins to understand that wealth earned once does not nourish forever. So he chose the road of the sea. Sinbad joins a merchant ship and sails into waters that promise trade but deliver trial. Almost immediately, the illusion of safety shatters. On his first voyage, the island he rests upon turns out not to be land at all, but a giant whale, which dives beneath the surface and casts him into the sea. This pattern repeats across his journeys. Each time Sinbad believes he has learned the rules, the world changes them. He is shipwrecked, abandoned, stranded among monsters, giants, serpents, and strange peoples. He survives by wit, by humility, by adapting quickly to what the road demands. Sinbad walks when ships fail him. He bargains when strength is useless. He waits when movement would mean death. The road teaches him timing as much as courage. Unlike heroes who conquer through force, Sinbad survives through attentiveness. He watches, he listens, he learns which dangers rush towards you and which remain still until provoked. Each return to Baghdad restores him outwardly richer but inwardly changed. He tells his stories not to glorify himself, but to make sense of what the road took from him and what it returned. The voyages never promise safety. They promise perspective. In Arab tradition, Sinbad's journeys are not about moral purity or divine reward. They are about navigation through uncertainty, through fortune's reversals, through the unpredictable will of the world. The road does not heal Sinbad by making him comfortable. It heals him by keeping him awake. Story 4, The Sacred Path. For the Diné, known in English as the Navajo, the road is not something you take. It is something you keep. In Diné belief, life unfolds along a sacred path called Hozo, a concept far larger than harmony. Hozo is beauty, balance, right relation, and proper movement through the world. To live well is to walk in Hozo. To stray is not sin, but imbalance. From the beginning, the Diné learned that existence itself is a journey. The holy people place humans on the earth with instructions, not commandments. They were shown 4 sacred directions, each marked by color, mountain, and song. The people were taught that their lives would move between these directions again and again, not in a straight line, but in cycles of learning. The sacred path is not a road cut into land. It is carried in the body. Each morning, a person rises and faces east, greeting the dawn. Each step taken during the day is part of a continual act of alignment. Walking, speaking, working, resting. All are movements along the path. When illness comes, it is understood not as punishment, but as deviation. The person has wandered out of balance. The solution is not removal, but return. Ceremonies such as the blessing way restore the path. Songs are sung that retrace the original journey of the people. Sand paintings map the road back to balance. The sick person does not lie still waiting for healing. They are guided back into motion. Even death is understood as a continuation of the path. One does not cling to the departed, because each being must complete their own journey. The road does not end where the body ends. In Navajo tradition, to be alive is to be walking. Stillness without intention leads to stagnation. Movement with awareness restores harmony. The sacred path teaches that healing does not arrive suddenly. It unfolds step by step, breath by breath, as the person realigns with the directions, the land, and their own responsibility. You do not ask where the road leads. You ask whether you are walking it well.
Cool.
Hey everybody, welcome back in. Hope you liked those 4 stories. So, any thoughts?
I really did. I liked kind of all of them. The Buddha one to me was interesting because I thought the Buddha thing was all about uh, being still, and that was all about movement, like moving
because
to something. And I thought the Buddha was supposed to be okay with being centered and not. And then in that, it's like, no, they have to. And I was like, wait a second.
I think that's like where we get into the fact that we're seeing so many different kinds, like different perspectives of the same stories.
Yeah.
But we're seeing like all you ever really see of the Buddha is that he's under the Bodhi tree.
Yeah.
But how did he get there?
He walked like a son of a gun.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand that. And like as I was listening to the story, I think I rewound it a couple times to re-listen to it. It was like pure exhaustion, and he had to just keep going. And I was like, okay, now it's making sense. But like even as it was talking about like the exhaustion part, I was like, yeah, but the Buddha's supposed to be chilling, like just not moving. Like why is? And then it was like I was like, okay.
So that's kind of what it. His story is all about walking away from the palace so that truth can meet him on the road. So he was on the road to find truth.
Right.
Which, I mean,
in whichever way that truth is.
I mean, for him, it was the suffering, I think, because that was the only thing he was never able to see.
Right.
Prior to leaving. Did that not feel like the Pilgrim's Progress?
Did a little bit.
Like he went on all these trials and stuff and he left his family, like his wife and his newborn son.
Like the original Pilgrim's Progress, what you're saying, like the one we based our book off of.
Yeah, that one. You had to leave this city that was carrying like falsehoods and girls. And then the next one is all about leaving the world of light because remaining would violate balance. Yeah, and I actually mispronounced Maori.
Yeah.
I did Maori.
But
it's Maori.
Maori. Ma.
Yeah, this one was just facing darkness alone.
And all I could think of is like the Egyptians when they pass away and they're going through the halls. And then did you know they get water before they go away their heart? They get a drink of water? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're supposed to get a drink of water before they get their heart weighed.
I don't know about that.
I know, just random.
But there are a few that I know, like Mott and Anubis and Filth. Like there are a few that are there with the weighing.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. Is I'm pretty sure it said there was quite a few of them.
Yeah, it's not something you do alone. And it's not something that goes unnoticed either. I don't know. It's kind of cool that she sat there not chasing anything and she just went to go help people. That's what she did. So like the ending of it, when the truth changed who she could be, she did move.
Right. So what is this story from? Where's this one from again?
So that's a Polynesian oral tradition. So it's about from 1200, 1500 CE. So it's not framed as tragedy in their tradition. It's actually an act of strength and moral clarity. So it shows that your movement can be an ethical responsibility if remaining would cause harm. What about Sinbad?
Yeah, so that's why you made me just watch the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
How fun was it?
So just so everybody knows, I'm like reading or listening to the first two stories. We had just got done watching the cartoon Sinbad. By the way, it was the first time I've ever seen it. I don't know how I'd never seen it. I don't know what year did it come out though.
Well, that's what that Sinbad is like a cross. Like it's based on the Sinbad, I think, but it's Greek mythology.
Is it? Like
Syracuse, I think, is Greek, Roman, but he talks about the Hydra's lair.
Yeah.
That's Greek. But then when I look at the important note about Sinbad's journeys, it says that it echoes ancient wisdom across cultures.
Yeah, so, because he was talking about all kinds of different stuff. If he's Persian, wasn't it?
It's he's Arabian.
Arabian? Because he was talking about like minotaurs and all kinds of stuff at the end of the movie to the girl, like saying, hey, we're going to go through all this stuff. Well, I mean, if you're an oceaneer, you're seeing some things, you know.
Right.
Wow.
When I was looking at it, it said that there was only one Sinbad, but yeah, it does go across cultures. His movement exposes illusions. That one was like how it said it was about navigation through uncertainty. He created his own fate.
Well, he's bored too.
Yeah,
that's what I liked. He's like, this is boring.
Yeah, like the
I'm gonna go
only
do some cool
place
stuff.
he could be was on the sea.
Yeah. Destiny, you know, it's just like that's what you're meant to do. But that's what I love. He could have had the best life. He had riches, whatever he needed, and then he's like, you know what?
And he's intelligent, like the attentiveness.
Yeah,
it's not all brute force. That's kind of why I wanted you to watch it, because like you see how clever he is. And I liked that last line in it. It heals him by keeping him awake. So the road keeps him awake. And I love that idea because it feels like so often we're sleeping through our lives.
That's funny you say that, because so I'm walking out today and that's all I'm thinking is, man, we spend our whole life to get 2 days off, or our whole week to get 2 days off. I'm like, what kind of life is that, honestly? And like doing stuff like this, like stuff that we enjoy doing, and sitting here and being able to have conversations and help people, you know. Let's break the mold. Let's start doing everybody do it.
Why do we do it? Why did we create a society where
we have to have everything all the time?
And we have to live long enough to reap the benefits, so we don't enjoy anything when we're younger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you would want to enjoy it.
Yeah, when your body is a little bit more able to.
Yeah.
If you don't spend more time away from your family than you do with them, you won't be able to afford to feed them. Like, we spend majority of our time away from our family. There's always an excuse. I'm always tired. I'm always this. And then you get the other side that's, you have this much time in the day to get it done though. Yeah, but I don't want to push it 20 hours out of 24 hours every single day.
Right.
Like, I love the idea of working at home.
Yeah.
Because you can go work out. You know, you can work out while you're at work. I can go work out and brainstorm part of the book.
Yeah, you're like, you know what? I need a break. I'm going to go work out. And then while you're working out, you're like, oh man, I just had the best idea. Or while you're stretching and...
Like, I totally get the idea of the movie The Internship when they're at Google or whatever. And how they have like the playgrounds and stuff. And it's like, oh, to make it more effective. Yeah, it is. Like, they have a gym there.
Yeah.
They have somewhere to take a nap 5 days a week, have one meal with their family every day.
Yeah.
Just to have 2 days, and one of those days you sleep a little bit more maybe because you're so tired, and then the other one or
you're playing catch up with everything and you're not doing the, you know, and you got to plan a big thing just to go somewhere on a weekend, you know.
Right. Or you have
and
to
then
spend
you're
hurry.
Hurry. Yeah. Takes a lot of the joy out of it, right?
It's extremely difficult during winter.
Yeah.
Like, because honestly, I wouldn't mind cleaning up the yard and setting up the canopy and just having a little like thing outside.
Right.
But it's freezing and there's snow, and I haven't made a snowman either before.
Well, there's not enough snow either. We got to get some snow.
Maybe it'll snow more tonight, and then we can do that.
Get a few inches, and then we'll be able to do it. That's what she said.
That the healing starts when you're in motion. That the Navajo one reminded me of that Clay Walker song, Heaven Leave the Light On.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you have to ask how to get there, then you really don't know your way.
Yeah.
You know, because it says you don't ask where the road leads. You ask whether you're walking it well, which is the same message that he's saying is like, it's not about where it's going. It's, am I Am I doing well while I'm on it? Focusing on the right questions.
Yeah, and that kind of just helps answer the question for me from yesterday. And it just made it pop back in my head. So I know where I'm going, right? And it's just like, that's all I keep thinking of. But it's like, why? Like, think about this moment. Because I keep messing up the future moment if I don't enjoy this moment. You know, I keep pushing that future one back because I'm not enjoying this one enough. And it's like letting go of what's coming and then just enjoying what I have right now.
Yeah, but don't let go of the dream.
No, and that's the thing. It's like it's there. I've already put it there and I know it's coming. So that's the thing.
Okay.
So like, and it's funny, I saw Bashar, he said the same thing, and I've seen a few different people talk about it with manifesting stuff. Is they like, you can over manifest. They're like, yeah, you're pushing it out there. You're like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this. But then that's all you're doing is then the universe thinks you just like to think about it more than whatever. So you throw it out there and then you just let it go. And then you cut it off and it's already out there. You already put it out. You don't have to put it out anymore. And my thing is I just keep doing it instead of just trusting that I'm already on the right path. And then, or asking, hey, am I doing it right? Am I doing this right? Not which way am I going? No. Good. Okay.
Maybe that's something that I need to start doing too, like with you. It's like trusting it. And I have been a little bit more, trying to. But I think that's like maybe when I get anxious and I'm starting to panic, I need to start asking, like, am I doing all right? Before I go, what do I need to be doing?
Yeah.
You know?
Because if we're truly going to trust and we're trusting all this stuff, just like the term of, if you believe in heaven, why get mad when someone goes? If we truly believe what we're doing is right and where we're going.
And that's like working somewhere new. The people that worry, you can apply. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be here long.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, to go through training, well, they don't need to know that.
Yeah, but
like, what happened to just
dishonesty.
like decency? Yeah. Like, no, I plan on staying here long term, but then in 3 months after you've invested thousands of dollars into training me, I'm gonna tell you I'm moving.
Yeah, and that was your plan the whole time. Now,
Yeah.
unforeseen things, okay, that happens.
Right.
But that, yeah, I can't deal with that dishonesty, and I think that's a good thing. And I believe honestly by doing that, we're keeping ourselves on the path we're supposed to be. Because if we were dishonest, it would lock us into that, and then we'd be stuck doing that for how much longer, And then we're showing the universe we don't trust you, and or we want that, but not right now, not that bad.
Yeah, and it's hard, and it's the belief system that was pounded into me when I was younger. Was like, if you don't have a job and you're not making money, you need to be panicking. Like, you need to be freaking out and you need to be scared. And it's just like, I've always felt that. And so that
sounds like some Catholic guilt.
That's what it feels like is.
Well, I was, so that's why I can.
Right, but attest. Getting asked like all the time, and what are you doing? I just wrote a book with Mark, we're starting the podcast. Okay, but like, is that making you money?
It's gonna.
Yeah, it will. Why do we instill like those certain beliefs on our kids?
Yeah.
Always be worried about money. Always be worried about money. And now we're in a society where some people work every day. Their vacations, they answer their phones and they work their vacations.
I work with some people like that out there, and I'm like, they're younger than me. And I mean, they've got themselves in a pretty decent position, but it's like, oh, I need more. But why? Like, you're pretty good right now. You could take a breath because you're not guaranteed tomorrow. So what are you going to do if tomorrow comes, but you're not there to experience it and all that stuff that you saved and kept. It's there.
Right.
I mean, now your kid or somebody's going to get it, so kudos to them, but it still sucks that you're not there for it. Enjoy life.
Mm-hmm.
It's not promised. Enjoy the moment that you're in, though, more than anything. Instead of trying to plan always for everything. Now, yes, and I'm not saying don't plan, because that would be silly, but plan, but enjoy it while you're doing it.
Yeah, everybody's so anxious about tomorrow. And then when we get there, we feel so guilty about the anxiety we had that we missed the day before. And it's like this ruthless cycle.
Mhm.
And then you sleep your way through your life. And then that's when people start making those big mistakes. Like, I don't think it's a midlife crisis. I think people just are finally, they wake up.
Yeah.
The fact they've been asleep and they go do
the things they
that are
always wanted to.
Or that are against their character.
Right.
Like people that go and they have an affair, or they go blow all their savings and everything. It's because of that panic. I did not live.
Yeah. Okay. I understand what you're saying.
You know? And I'm not saying like people that have an affair when they're 20 or 30. Like I'm talking about like way down the road when they snap and it's against their character.
Right.
It's so hard in a society where there are immediate consequences to not worrying about tomorrow.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, that just made me feel so good. That made me feel so good to think about, but I don't care. Because that was what my little voice said in my head. But that's tomorrow. In that 1883 movie we watched too, we just talked about it the other day. She says one of the most beautiful things her dad taught her, and I may be misquoting, so sorry about that. One of the most beautiful things her dad taught her was that a problem is still going to be a problem tomorrow. Almost every time I have a problem, I have to walk away from it right away.
Yeah.
To take a breath. But they're really not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes, like, suck it up, watch a movie, and cuddle up with someone that you care about. Because that's still going to be a problem tomorrow.
I like cuddles.
My dad used to always joke about, like, the women in this family always worry. Where my dad is so shut down your feelings. Like, don't worry about it. Don't talk about it, you know? And
you got to have that balance.
They've grown a lot, but so it's like that confliction back and forth with those two, and then finding balance.
Yeah.
As an adult, and they say something, and I'm just like, I don't know. Like being able to be like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you know? Like, I'm getting anxious for you. Why?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's exciting.
Now you're getting it. You know, like, why are you anxious for me? I don't know. Now you're getting it.
I don't know.
Cool. Nobody knows.
Oh.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Anyways, for our reflection though today, so this was all about beginning the journey. We said goodbye yesterday. Now the journey's beginning. The lesson was that motion heals.
Mm-hmm.
So your question of the day is, where does your soul wander? Think about that. Think about like what initial feelings that you had when that was asked. Whether you pictured something or you felt something, like felt weather, pictured a coastline, whatever it may be. Where does your soul wander?
I know.
Go ahead. What were you about to say?
Green and water and not here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that. Something where the earth still has all 4 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where there still is that magic there.
I really want to live on some ley lines, man. I want to find a good. Where do you find a map for that? I don't know. I've been trying to research it, and then like
I thought he had a picture on his thing the other day on the Wi-Files.
He had something, but I don't know. I need to find a better one. But like, I guess I could just, well, not really.
We could look one up, ley lines.
Yeah.
We could look one up, or we could just, like, if we know that they go from this pyramid to that pyramid, I have that huge world map too.
Yeah. But is that map accurate? Because it's not flat.
It is flat. It's on a flat piece of paper.
Right, but it's not like this. It's like this.
Well, the Earth is a donut, anyways. So
I love donuts, but we don't have good donuts in this town. That makes me sad.
sometimes I get a pretty good donut, though.
Where?
Every once in a while, at Ridley's, I get a good one.
What?
Yeah.
You know where I got a surprisingly good donut one time?
Where?
The Shell station right across from the outpost.
Should we go try it?
No, we shouldn't. No.
Okay. Anyways, for today, you're going to walk somewhere unfamiliar. Okay? So you're going to walk somewhere unfamiliar to remind the body that motion is medicine.
Mm.
So walk somewhere unfamiliar, though, today. Not somewhere dangerous. Maybe with somebody. And just remind your body that motion is medicine. And so we can think about how healing begins when you move toward life instead of waiting for it to come to you.
I like that.
So maybe on top of all the stuff you've been talking about and just waiting for it and accepting it, maybe we physically aren't able to reach it here because of the energy that's here.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, no, I've been trying to answer your call for a long time, but you need to get out of there.
Yeah.
That could be what it is too.
100%.
Yeah. Anyways, those are our stories for today. Today was all about the road and the journey beginning. Join us again tomorrow, January 10th. We're still in the crossing and we get to our first test.
Ooh.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for coming in.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Thank you for walking this journey with me today. These stories are more than folklore. They are the heartbeat of our world building, the inspiration behind our characters, and the soul of the Legends Reborn Chronicles. By exploring these tales, we honor the past, ignite the present, and breathe life into the legends we're creating together. To see more of Mark and I, as well as additional scenes, discussions, and healing, check the links below that will lead you to our various social media platforms. Please also feel free to ask any questions or leave any comments in the episode below or in future episodes to come. We would love to hear from you. Until next time, may your path be guided by wonder, curiosity, and the magic of the stories that came before us. Blessings, and I'll see you on our next folklore journey.